Hello, and welcome to An English Learner. In today's video, we are learning the present continuous passive. Subscribe, and let's get started. At first, we are going to compare the sentences in active and passive voice. They are solving the problem. The problem is being solved. She is fixing the machine. The machine is being fixed. They are making new furniture. New furniture is being made. She is growing plants. Plants are being grown. We use passive voice to emphasize an action. We also use passive voice when we don't know who does an action or it's not important. To say who does an action, we add by. To complete passive voice, we need the verb to be and past participle. There are three forms of the verb to be: is, are. Present continuous passive is used to talk about an action, which is happening right now, at the moment of speaking. Today. At this moment, these days. This week. Etc. To make a sentence, we start with a subject, add the form to be we need. Is, or, are. Plus being. And a verb with ed. For example, looked. Cleaned. Liked. The movie is being watched by people. The biscuits are being baked by my mum. The cake is being decorated. The dough is being kneaded. When we make a negative sentence, we start with a subject, Adam, is, are, plus not, plus being and a verb with ed. The issue is not being discussed at the meeting. The cars are not being serviced now. The dog is not being walked. Vegetables are not being cooked. To ask a question, we choose a form of the verb to be. Is, are. Add a subject. Then, being. And a verb with ed. Is the sentence being completed now? Are the poems being recited by the students? Is the suitcase being packed? Are the plants being watered? To complete an affirmative sentence with an irregular verb, we start with a subject, Adam, is, or are, plus being and past participle. Past participle is the third form of an irregular verb, which you can find in the irregular verb table. For example, been, gone, had, met, etc. The story is being told by the teacher. The book is being written by the novelist. The photos are being taken. The newspaper is being read. When we make a negative sentence with an irregular verb, we start with a subject, Adam, is, are, plus not, add being and past participle. The tree is not being cut with an axe. The bags are not being bought by the woman. The coffee is not being drunk now. The popcorn is not being eaten. When you ask a question, you begin with an auxiliary. Is, or, are. Add a subject. Then being. And past participle. Are the cars being driven by professionals? Is German being taught at this lesson? Are the trees being sold? Is the skyscraper being built? Is passive voice still difficult for you? Write in comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to learn English.